Well, hello and welcome to all of our viewers from around the world. I'm Fiona Lang-Sharp, IBCLC Director of Communications and MC here at Gold Learning. Well, today we are talking to our keynote presenter at our Gold Lactation 2022. I just love saying that out loud. Melissa, I'm so excited that you're here. I'm sounding so formal because I'm trying to be graceful to all of our viewers listening in, but you guys know me, you know how excited I get about this event. And Melissa, she's a very good friend and colleague of mine. I've known her for many years. Love your work, Melissa, and you have spoken for Gold many times. So if you want to look at that on the website, everyone, go to goldlearning.com. You'll actually see all the past presentations that Melissa Cole has done for us. But she is here this year at our Gold Lactation Online Conference 2022 as our keynote presenter. And it is new and dynamic. We're going to get into all of that stuff in just a moment. But maybe you haven't met Melissa before, or you haven't caught up with her in a while. And so we're going to ask Melissa just to check in with us. Let us know what's happening. I know you've been busy and doing all sorts of wild and crazy things, but who hasn't, I say? Who hasn't? Yeah. But yeah, why don't you introduce yourself? Tell folks where you are. I know you're in the US, but tell them what part. And tell folks a little bit about your professional life, because it is unique, I think, right? In some aspects. Yeah.
Yes, I'm in Portland, Oregon, in the United States, the Pacific Northwest. It's a really beautiful area, and I'm in private practice here in the Portland metro area. I am a lactation consultant and also a clinical herbalist, so I do have a unique take to my practice. I enjoy clinical writing and speaking as well, so I'm honored to be here. And when I'm not working, I do enjoy exploring the Pacific Northwest with my teens and adult children now. I can't believe I can say that, who are amazing humans. And it's really an honor to be here. So thank you for the warm welcome, Fiona.
Oh, of course. Yeah, I'm excited. And yeah, this whole herbalist business, man, I just love that you do this. I sort of crave this, to know more about it. I honestly find it so fascinating when you can say that food is medicine, and, that it, and I guess as I get older, I have to say that I have been leaning into it a lot more for myself personally. But I think in some respects, I feel like it's still a really untapped area. And I think you did forget to tell folks you have a program online with, as a herbalist. So folks can find you on your website, for that program. So if you really want to know more, then, I would say that Melissa is the go-to. That's what people talk about you, Melissa, just saying you're the go-to.
I appreciate that. I do have an online training course and also a robust herbal database when people are wanting to access evidence and herbal safety information, herb-drug interactions, and just learning more, whether they're applying it to practice or learning for their own needs. It is an art and a science, and I'm really happy to share the knowledge I have.
Yeah, that's the key thing, is that your work has a dual purpose. So it can work for the individual practitioner personally. And of course, you have worked with families for years, and learning how it also impacts supply potentially, which is what we're going to get into. Ooh, a little segue there for everyone. So let me tell you, there's some really important dates. All the fun aside, I got to get people focused, Melissa. We got to get them coming to this session. And why? Because it is free and open access. So, I mean, why not? Everyone should be coming to this. It's super easy to join Melissa's presentation. Okay, super easy. And she's actually going to be doing it for twice on one day for us. So it means that if you can't come at one time zone, you can come the next time. And of course, it will be recorded as well. So April 4th, for the majority of our listeners, will be coming in there. If not, if you're in the Australias, you can check your time and see what time it is as well. But that's an important day. You can go to the website right now, goldlactation.com, and just register. Okay. You just have to register for it. And then we'll send you a unique link, and you can join us. You can log into the website. You can see what else is happening for this conference as well. But this is absolutely free. Everyone is getting you. I mean, it's amazing. It's amazing that they're going to be able to come in and listen to you, Melissa Cole. I just think it's fabulous. And that's why we do it. We do it as part of the community so that folks can get this education, and the topic really lends to that too. So let's talk about two things, because I want to keep people focused on coming in and getting registered, but I also want you to know why this session is unique. Okay. Not just the topic, but what's happening and why we're doing it this way. Okay. We have some cool things coming up here at Gold, and we're always trying to think of different ways that we learn and we can interact and those types of things. So first of all, the topic: low milk production detective work, assessment and care plan considerations. All right, so Melissa, let's talk about the topic first, and then we'll get into the other elements in a moment. This topic, why is it important?
Well, it is an important topic because there's so many variables to human milk production, right?
Right.
So I think we used to have a more simplistic view of, if you try hard enough, it can, be no problem to produce milk. And now we definitely have a deeper understanding of the variables that go into milk production, the many factors. And that's where it's going to be an engaging discussion around the variables. And then what do we do about that to impact clinical care?
Yeah. And you're going to take us through some case studies, which is also, I think it's another way that a lot of folks love to learn, because we want to hear sort of real scenarios. We want to hear the meat and potatoes. So what does Melissa do when she's there with a client? That's what I want to know. And I think many of us are wired that way because, when some of us are quite isolated, or we don't always get to, sit down with each other and do debriefs and those types of things. So this is going to be a great way. You're going to bring it to us, your case studies, and then you're going to walk us through different situations. So we're going to see a beginning to an end, right?
Beginning to an end. And I'm excited. It's going to be engaging and collaborative. And this is a global audience. So we're going to get perspectives and be able to brainstorm together. And we all have our own lenses, right? And our own professional roles. So I think it'll be a unique opportunity to really critically think through cases and sort of get others' perspectives. I will be learning alongside all of our global Gold delegates as well. I'm really excited.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that, for folks who are tuning in right now and thinking about coming to this session, really, we want your perspective, because I think for too long, we sit in maybe our homes or our communities, and it's the only perspective. It makes us actually quite biased. When we show up, we get used to doing things a certain way, and so we really want to be pushed. We are the leaders in the community when it comes to lactation care, and so we want to have that perspective. And if it's unique in your situation, or you've seen a situation that didn't turn out a certain way, we want to hear from you. That's the bottom line, right? We want people to come and engage and be part of it.
Absolutely. It's going to be dynamic, and I think really help our own critical thinking skills on a lot of different levels. And I'm excited to share, especially through the lens of case studies. I think it's going to be a lot of fun, and there's going to be a lot of robust learning. So
yeah, absolutely. So what's unique about this presentation is a few things. We've sort of been talking a little bit about them, but it's case studies. So this will be the first time that we've done case studies at an opening keynote session. And we just wanted to bring it to you so it was dynamic, there was interaction, and that's the other element. That is going to be a lot of interaction and engagement. So, it is your opportunity to come as you are, but, we want you to bring your style of learning. We're going to take that into consideration for all folks so that we can find a way through this, that we can each, bounce ideas off and brainstorm. And Melissa's got it all. Let me tell you, she's made space for all of us. During this session. Each session will be 75 minutes. I'm sure they'll be slightly unique in that aspect, throughout the day, but she is going to be here with us twice as we sort of brainstorm through all of these things and learn and understand these unique conditions that impact so many people today. I think it's almost every client that we see some type of disruption.
Absolutely. And we're going to have time for Q&A and forum discussion afterwards. We're going to be able to keep that discussion going as maybe new thoughts come up that like, hey, I didn't think about this, or what about that? So it's wonderful that we'll be able to keep that theme going through the conference and connect as we're thinking about things that come up in the keynote.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, this is truly a really robust, presentation of sorts, with these case studies, interaction. So if you are new to the field of lactation, this is definitely for you. This, hands down, you're going to learn so much. And if you have been around and you're seasoned, we want you. We know that you're going to be learning alongside. It's so interesting how so many presentations work for both seasoned and new folks, right? Because we
Absolutely.
are, I think it's because we care about each other's perspective
We do.
and dynamic, and we all see so many unique clients. So
And there's
that's
always
just gonna be
new,
fabulous.
yes, there's always new information, and really thinking like, well, what did I learn when I first got started has significantly changed
Right?
through the years, right?
Yes.
And so we're going to be talking about all aspects of milk production, the parent side, the infant side, anatomy, physiology, medications, and dynamics, perinatal mood concerns. We're going to be thinking about so many different elements, then bringing it together through these cases that I think you're right, whether you're seasoned or just getting started, it really helps us check, what we think we know, what do we need to know, what's the evidence, and have that dynamic discussion.
Yeah, absolutely. I can't wait. So yeah, so get ready, be prepared, bring snacks, of course, but bring your tools, so if you've got if you like to handwrite things, bring your notepad. I know Melissa's going to be talking more about that online. Bring your tablet if you like to type on it, whatever it is, but be ready because we're going to be working together for that 75 minutes on April 4th for most of us. And so, yeah, it's truly exciting. Melissa, you're awesome. Thank you so much.
I am so excited. I cannot wait. And it's an honor to be really opening and launching the 2022 Gold Lactation Conference with this topic. So thank you for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. No, it's absolutely our pleasure to have you with us at our opening keynote for Gold Lactation 2022. And you're probably wondering now, I can't make it that day. Hey, don't worry, we've got you covered. We're going to have it recorded. And so you'll be able to come back and listen to it. And yes, no, you won't be able to maybe share in all of the immediate content, because it's going to be recorded. But listen, Melissa mentioned that there's going to be a lot of brainstorming in the forum as well. So you can take full advantage of that. You can, if you've got more questions, if you're listening to the recording, post them in the forums. She's going to be answering them. I'm going to be there too. So we want to keep this momentum going, that we're working together in teams, throughout this entire conference. And we're going to kick it off at this presentation with Melissa Cole. Thank you so much, Melissa. It's been great having you here today.
It's an honor to be here. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm so excited. And thank you to all of our viewers once again. Without you, of course, we wouldn't have this amazing conference, but we are truly so excited. We can't wait to meet you for the first time if this is your first conference. And if you've been with us before, well, we're already friends. So it's awesome. I can't wait to see you. Join us on goldlactation.com for all the details of this event, including Melissa Cole's presentation, and we'll look forward to seeing you all there. Bye-bye for now, everyone.